Hi, my name is Sam, and this video is about the 24 hours I spent in Washington, D.C., and the perfect itinerary for someone who's visiting this city for the first time. After a train ride from New York, we arrived in DC at 10 in the morning. I've documented that travel in a previous video. Go check that out too after this one. After we checked into a hotel, which by the way had a very British Tudor style architecture, reminiscent of England's magnificent manors, we headed straight towards Chinatown for lunch.
Soon after.
By the time we had our lunch, it was noon and we walked southwards towards the National Mall. Now the National Mall, which is a landscape park near downtown, is surrounded by Smithsonian museums, art galleries and memorials. We decided to visit the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum because airplanes and rockets. Comment down which museum you would like to visit or have visited in DC. By the time we left the museum, it was 5 in the evening. Had the evening snack and coffee in downtown and headed back to our hotel for some rest.
Later that same evening.
At around 8 pm, we strolled towards the White House, noticing a number of federal government offices along the way, and the Washington Monument again. As it was dark and I was in this area, I recalled the fact that the city is a hotbed for spy activity. The International Spy Museum estimates that there are more than 10,000 spies here. Very interesting. Very. And a really good dinner in downtown marked the end of day 1.
The next morning.
Day 2. After breakfast, we checked out of our hotel and headed straight towards the White House. As we reached there, the road in front of White House was barricaded by the Secret Service police, but they opened the barricades in a few minutes. Watching this building, which I've seen numerous times on TV, made me think how many important decisions taken here have affected our world, not just the United States. There's also the longest running uninterrupted anti-war protest in US history, right in front of the White House. It's called the White House Peace Vigil and is an anti-nuclear weapons peace vigil started in 1981. All this was too much to fathom. We walked around the premises with a short break for tea at one of the food trucks parked along the western boundary. Right in front of the White House premises was the World War II Memorial, and it took us less than 10 minutes to reach here. The memorial is connected to the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. Walking along this pool takes you to the Lincoln Memorial. Get good walking shoes if you are visiting this place because you have to walk a lot. The steps in front of this memorial gives the most scene but perfect view of the National Mall and the Washington Monument. Took some photos here. Nice. The Lincoln Memorial is inspired from the Greek temple Parthenon. And an observation about the architecture I made here is that the government buildings, monuments, and memorials in particular have the neoclassical architecture, inspired from ancient Rome and Greece. While in the commercial spaces, the architecture is mainly modern. Also, there are no skyscrapers in DC due to strict height restrictions. Finally, we walk towards the Washington Monument to closely observe the difference in the stone color. Yeah, there's a story behind it. The color difference was caused as the monument's construction was halted for 2 decades and later resumed with marble from a different source. That's why the difference. And that was it, our 24 hours of visiting different places in DC. All on foot, no car, no bus. We picked up bags from a hotel and walked towards the Union Station for a ride back to New York City. Hope you liked the video. See you in the next one. Subscribe for more such videos.